Listen, you are here today because of the choices you made in the past. You are the sum total of the decision you have made. Why are you married to this man? Because you've made a decision to marry. So it stays forever. So your destiny is decided by the decisions you make. Is somebody hearing what I'm sharing with you? There are people who have made decisions that are not actually part of God's plan and purpose for their lives. The choices you make plays an important part in your life forever. There are people who were orchestrated to receive something by God, but they missed it because of mere decision. You have a great destiny. You must nurture it. Who you marry is part of your destiny. Sometimes where you walk is part of your destiny. Sometimes, can I talk to somebody here? Where you migrate to is part of your destiny. Don't lose the texture with which you were made with. Because there is something about you that people ought to see. That's why I tell people, if you understand that you were created and crafted by God, it will affect your dressing. It will affect your outing. It will affect the way you speak. Can I talk to somebody here? It will affect everything about your life. You are gifted, but you don't pray. You are anointed, you don't fast. God has prophesied, God has spoken about your life, but you care less about it. Don't you know because you are gifted, there are places you shouldn't go? Because you are anointed, there are things you shouldn't do? There's a prophecy on your head, but you still go to everywhere. You joke around, you become careless. How do evil people harm Christians? When Christians are careless, you'll be harmed. You following what I'm sharing to you? There are people whose destiny has written them in your path. There are people who, until they meet you, their life will never become the same. There are people who don't kaifatala paria. There are people who are waiting for you. They are waiting for you. That place where you sell things, where you have your business, you think it just happened like that? No, it was inspired by the Spirit. There are some certain things that your presence is doing there. There are people who met you before. Now they are celebrating because they met you. You have played a significant role in their life because there are people who you meet, they shape your destiny. And there are people who, even though they are nice, they are good, they are fine in your life, they eventually drop. Not because they are bad people, but because their time in your destiny has expired. That a man is anointed doesn't mean that he will fulfill destiny. That a woman is empowered doesn't mean she will fulfill destiny. Listen, your beauty can take you to the palace, but what keeps you in the palace is what? Focus. Your commitment. Don't you know? The Bible talked about Jesus. God said, this is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. In the next chapter, the devil came to Jesus and said, if thou be the son of God. Don't you know anointed people face battles? Don't you know in that your family, if you were chosen for a definite assignment in that family, don't you know you're going to face battles? You're going to face battles. That's why I'm teaching you this. You must wake up, rise up. Destiny cannot be figured out. It can only be revealed. A man that is committed to God is a man who God has revealed his destiny. If you care to know, God will reveal it to you. And when God reveals it to you, don't joke with it, brothers. Because everything you would ever become is tied to what God has said.